Hey guys, it's Cosmochlo here, and today I'm going to be doing the Vampire Diaries tag. I am obsessed with Vampire Diaries, absolutely obsessed, and I only discovered it about a year and a half ago, and I'm so hooked. I am literally on repeat with watching all the episodes. I am just a crazy fan. So question number one is, how did you discover the show? And this is actually quite funny. So basically, me, my mum, my dad and my sister, we was on holiday in Gran Canaria, I want to say. So we was on holiday, and all week I didn't have any Wi-Fi, I didn't have anything. It was basically, I was on my own with my family, and it was so nice to have a break. And basically, after a long day at the pool, we would always come upstairs into our room. So me and my sister had our own room, as opposed to my mum and dad who had their own room. And literally, it would be an episode of Glee, and then another episode of Glee, and then an episode of Vampire Diaries would be on. And my sister was like, Vampire Diaries is amazing, you have to watch it. And I was always like, oh, I don't really care, kind of thing. And it was season 4 that was on, and it was like halfway through. And I remember I was just like watching it like in the background kind of thing, and I was like, oh, whatever, I don't really care. And then it was like the third or second time I watched it, I was like, oh my god, I'm actually hooked on this. And I was like, this is like really hooked me, like I'm grabbed. And I was like, this is amazing, like, oh my god. So that is how I discovered the show. Question 2 is, who is your favourite character? Now my favourite character, I would have to say is, oh, this is a toughie. I'm going to say Klaus. I know he's now in the originals, but I still class him as a character in Vampire Diaries, and I'd have to say Klaus because he's just, oh, he's just so like sexy, and like he's just like amazing. Like his values are so everywhere, but then when it comes to like Caroline in the first couple of seasons that he's in, and he's so in love with her and he does like little cute things for her, it just shows that really he does have a heart, but he's also like, oh, he's just amazing. Like I wouldn't like him as a friend, like oh my god, I'd probably like, it would be like a constant death wish to be his friend, but I do think he's like one of my favourite characters. If you were a vampire, would you live off human or animal blood? And I know for a fact I'm going to say human blood. I know I'm a sicko, I'm completely sick, but the thought of eating an animal, I know we already do it because I'm not a vegetarian, but the thought of actually having to like bite an animal, like when it's alive, covered in fur, kind of freaks me out. And not saying that biting a human doesn't freak me out, but I'd much rather prefer to drink human blood, as weird as that sounds. I think maybe you could turn it into something very sexual, and I don't mean that in a sexual like rapey way, I just mean it would be really, I don't know. I'm gonna stop. Question 4 is Team Stefan or Team Damon, and without a doubt I'd have to say slap my ass, suck my blood, Damon. Oh my god, he just does something to me. Like Stefan's so sweet, and it's like I get these moments where I'm like, oh my god, if Stefan was my boyfriend, I'd like cry my eyes out of like total insanity of being in love. But with Damon, he's just got this weird thing about you, and it makes you just go, oh, like usually, oh, like, oh. Oh, Damon, 100%. Oh, if I could just rip him apart. Oh, how I would love to rip him apart. Question 5 is, what is your favourite supernatural power? And without a doubt it would be compulsion. I mean, yep, running fast is really cool, and doing other like cool things like not dying is wicked, but compulsion, oh my god, you could literally be like, get me some toast with jam and butter, or like, do my shopping for me, buy me this, buy me that. That would be my compulsion faces, by the way. If I was a vampire, I wouldn't look that good. I'd be like this. That would be my compulsion face. If you were to be a character, who would it be? I would have to say Caroline. Everyone says I'm a lot like her because she's very much like Tyler, there, or like oh, she's just really whiny and annoying, and that basically sums me up, whiny and annoying. Have you read the book series? No, I haven't, but I really want to. It's just finding the time. I'm also quite scared to read them because I know they're really different from the shows, and I absolutely love the shows. So I'm actually quite scared to like take that risk of falling in love with a book over the shows. But I do really do want to watch them, read them, and I am looking into it. I just need to find the time. Like, I'm thinking about maybe buying it for like a holiday or something, so like a long flight and then lounging around. But that would have to be a no. I've not read the book series. Who's your crush on the show? Oh, this is difficult because, as I said, I'm Team Damon. I'm like, I have the biggest crush on him, but I also do have the biggest crush on Klaus. So it's like a tie there. Oh, they're so good looking and they're so like, oh my god. I need to stop making weird noises. I'm really sorry about that. I'd have to say, biggest crush. Oh, I don't know, because Jeremy is really hot too, and he's really sweet and innocent, but he's left now. He's left the show, the stupid fucking bastard. Ugh. What was your initial thought of the show, and did it change after you saw it? My thought of the show was that it was a ton of shit. Not gonna lie, everyone was like, you have to watch it, da da da. And I was like, what are these people like? They're just like Twilight fans. Like, Twilight I've not got a problem with, but it's the way people go on about it. They're like, suck my blood, suck my blood, and you're like, oh my god, you're so weird. So I think that kind of rubbed off on the Vampire Diaries. I was like, do you know what, I don't even want to like engage in that. I don't really want to watch that. It's probably really cringy. It's probably just about like love and being like, oh, you're a vampire, please convert me. But when you watch it, it's actually got a little bit more deeper meaning. It's about like fighting for each other's lives, fighting for your own life. It's just got so much more elements in it apart from love. Like, I know that is the main focus, but it's just got so much dangerous things going on. Oh, it's just amazing, really. So yes, it did change afterwards because now I'm bloody obsessed. Like, I've watched the whole series from beginning to end when I came back off my holiday, because I was like, I need to watch this from the beginning. So I watched it from beginning to end, and I did it in about, I think it was 2.5 weeks. Like, I was obsessed. I would just watch it all the time. Like, in school, I'd get on my laptop and I would watch it like in the background of like, I'm sorry, there's something in my eye. So yeah, at school I would like watch it in the background. I was doing work and stuff. I was so obsessed, and now I'm in the middle of watching it again. Who's your favourite villain? Now, this is a big toughy question because, as I said, I love Klaus. I think he's an amazing villain, but I don't know, it's quite tough. I would have to say Catherine. Catherine's up there as well. Like, I know she's dead now, but Catherine, she was a good villain because it was like, oh, she was just there to fuck shit up. Like, she just did not care. And she really captured that well. It really amazes me that Nina Dobrev plays both characters, because you really look at them as two different characters, and that's really hard to do when you're playing two characters and you're the same actress or actor. But she really does get that really well when she plays them separately. Like, you really do see them as two different people, and it is amazing. But I'd have to say, yeah, she's a really good villain. Saying that, I really hate Elena. Like, I hate her. Like, she does my absolute head in. She's annoying. She's just so frustrating. I'm like, oh my god. And at first I thought it was the actress, but then when I see her play Catherine, I'm like, wow. So it's a bit annoying. And those are all the questions, all 10 Vampire Diaries questions. I just think the show's great. I definitely would recommend it. I couldn't get enough of it when I first watched it. I had to rewatch season 1 to 5, and now I still can't get enough of it. As I said, I definitely want to watch the book series. It's just insanely good. So I 100% recommend it, and don't think twice, like, really watch it. I let my opinion of it get in the way of watching it, and then it was only when I was forced to watch it on holiday that I was like, do you know what, this is actually good. So really, I recommend it if you've never seen it before. It is amazeballs. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, or click the X if you didn't, and have a great day. So I'm now going to go back and watch Vampire Diaries while editing this video. How lame.